What's up, fam? Good morning, my brothers and sisters. I love y'all. Hope you guys are having a good start of your day. Just want to talk to you about DNA, information, plants, the white whole sun, uh, carnivores, your meat eaters, your omnivores, ones that think that it's okay to still consume meat. And okay, but I'm gonna break this down for you. Your DNA is information. If you want to change your DNA, you have to change the information. If you want to change the information, you have to change the energy that you are applying yourself in, which means you have to change the energy that you are surrounding yourself with, and you also need to change the energy that you consume. So if you take plants and you eat fruits and vegetables that grow from the ground, now, the sun and Mother Earth is providing these fruits and vegetables for you. These are positive energies, okay? So, it takes the sun above our head to shoot the energy down into these plants. So then when we consume the plants, we can consume the energy from the sun. Okay, when you take the energy from the sun, it changes your information, it changes your DNA. If it does not, then you tell me why we sun gaze. Why is it so important for us to sun gaze? Why is it so important for us to speak our intent? Just like when you are preparing your meal, getting ready to eat, or you need to speak to your fruits and your vegetables. Be thankful. Tell them you love them. Be conscious, aware, and self-aware that the plants or the fruits and vegetables that you are consuming are conscious, and you ask them that, or speak your intent into this before you eat it, and speak your intent into, you know, what you would like to gain from these fruits and vegetables. Like you could say, give me the knowledge of the ages, so I may bring forth heaven on earth. Tell the fruits and vegetables you love them, that you are very thankful, you're grateful for them. Okay, you want to change the body and how it works, because it's used to working without any intent being applied, without any self-awareness, without any consciousness being applied to it. So now that you are awake and you are self-aware, you can take and you can be conscious to when you are taking in conscience. You need to change the way you look, and the way you see, and the way you perceive, and the way you understand. You can tell me that taking an animal and killing the animal, you've already took it out of its natural habitat, took it away from its family. It's already sad. It's already grieving. Okay, if anybody knows they had a dog, and if you take that dog away from its owner, where its owner dies, that dog or that animal will grieve itself to death. Okay? Because they don't want to be alone without their loved one. They're so sad. So they just grieve themselves to death. So you're telling me that when an animal has been taken out of its home, away from its family members, and is killed for human consumption, are you telling me that you really think that is positive energy? Anyone think that there's real positive energy, that when you are consuming an animal, and it had to be taken, one, it had to be taken away from its family, two, just so it could be tortured and killed? Now you might, okay, well, I don't agree with torture in animals, and I don't agree with that. It doesn't matter. It's the intent. What is your intent? Okay? You can't sit here and tell me that you really, really believe, anyone believe, that you really think that you're an omnivore. You're not an omnivore. That's what's been taught for, a long ass time. And you go through all the fucking ancient times, you see them doing that shit. Just because they did it doesn't mean that it was right. Just because you see that shit don't mean that all the information you see, that is it. You have no clue what has been put here before you came here. And I mean before you came here, not this body, the other bodies, the first body you ever took, and when you came to this motherfucking matrix. when you came in hell. How you going to bring heaven on earth if you still want to be in holistic ways? If you want to still think in holistic ways? If you still want to operate in holistic ways? That's not bringing heaven on earth. You need to really, really, really go within so you can understand. Would you like to be taken away from your family just so somebody can consume you? If you was an animal, would you like that? Would you be okay with that? If you could communicate with the animals, do you think the animals for one fucking second would say, yes, go ahead and consume me? Go ahead. Everything around us, the reason that we see what we see is because of us. We have did this. We kill all the fucking food. We take up all the land. And then we wonder why animals act the way they do. Okay? Some animals are meant to be carnivores. That's why they have teeth. That's why they have their indigestion, their what's it called? Their intestines. Their intestines are made to consume meat. Their teeth are made to consume meat. Look at a human being. Human beings got flat teeth. They ain't got no sharpness where they can tear. They ain't got none of that. There's a reason for that. The intestines are different. They are made as a herbivore, not a carnivore. Human intestines, if you look at an animal that is a herbivore and take a human being and look at the human being's intestines, they're almost identical the same, in showing that they are supposed to be consuming only plants. So my point in this, making this video, is the energy around you, whether it is where you put yourself and surroundings, your environment, or the energy that you are consuming. It's all energy. Everything is energy. So you take your plants or your vegetables and your fruits. Make sure you speak your intent to your fruits and vegetables. Be thankful for them. Be grateful. Ask them to give you what your body needs. Tell them that you're only consuming this to get the best of what your body needs. Consuming meat is negative energy. And why is it negative energy? Because what was the process? What was the beginning of the intent before the action took place? It was to kill. Right? Number one intent for the omnivore or the carnivore is to kill its prey. So that energy is negative. Now you might want to say, well, you're going to eat the meat and get strong. Well, let me tell you something. If everything is energy, your soul is pure energy, then the power is from your soul, right? That's the powerhouse. So when you connect your soul to your physical being, what do you need to worry about consuming an animal for? Your soul has all the fucking power it needs. The only thing that's wrong is you can't tap into it. Or you haven't tapped into it. You can, but you haven't. As soon as you tap into it, then you will realize what I'm saying. You don't need to consume and kill. The intent behind your actions. First thing, intent. You carnivores, your first thing intent is kill. First intent, kill. That's your first intent. Yes, the plants is conscious, but you have to look at it. Anything that has any being, conscious being that you can see that resembles any emotion, close emotion to a human being, you should not kill. Do you hear me? Any animal that is close to the human being's emotion, you should not kill. Do you see a plant? Do you see a vegetables or fruits showing you that they don't want to be killed, that they don't want to be sliced up, they don't want to be consumed. Do you see their emotions? No, you do not. Yes, they're conscious. Sure they are. Which is the whole best reason why you need to consume them. But the first intent is, hey, they don't show any emotion resembling to a human being. This is what we was provided with to eat. Okay? This would be eating the fruit from the tree. Okay? The tree of knowledge. The tree of knowledge? Well, it's really simple. You gonna find the tree of knowledge with an animal? No, you ain't. Tree of knowledge is the fruits, the vegetables, the divine potency in these rich foods. Another thing is, you want to get your melanation right. So when you go to bed, you want to turn all the lights out. Every light that is, make it completely dark. So when you go to sleep, if the off switch goes off, the lights go out, the light switch goes on for melatonin. When the light switch, when you go to the bathroom and you flip the light switch on, now the melatonin has switched off, and when you go back to sleep, there's no more melatonin. The mind has been tricked. See? The mind thinks it's supposed to be making melatonin, but then when the light hits the eyes, the mind thinks, oh, well, it's awake time now. Shut off melatonin. Shut off making melatonin. See what I'm saying? I love you guys. Hope this, I'm not trying to, point nobody out. I'm just want to keep it truth and real and authentic with you guys on what is and what ain't. Okay? Intent and will and energy is all important in where you apply it. Stay awoke. I love y'all.